Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, people? Welcome to ZeerTalks. Welcome to this video, and also welcome to this new series. I can't believe I stuttered there. Welcome to this new series that I just thought of, which is basically going to be called "What Must Be Done," which is a series that's going to be consisting of what I think that leaders of the specific clubs that we talk about need to be doing in the transfer window and during the season whilst the players are fit, at least, right? Whether it is they need specific players in specific positions in, whether they need the manager or the coach, depending what they are, must be, playing a specific system based on what they have, what's their identity, whatever. All these things will be discussed in this series. And this is the very first episode. And the first episode is going to be consisting of my very own club, FC Bayern Munich. Also, for your information, this is only going to be done with European clubs because, obviously, let's be honest, if I was to talk about Saudi League teams, not many of you will give a damn. With Saudi League teams, I'm going to talk about things, but it's going to be like on tiny specific areas. But with this series, it's mainly specified for European clubs. Maybe I'll do Saudi League teams later, but right now I'm more focused on the European side. And the first one is FC Bayern Munich. Now, let's look at a squad. Now, I have it on OneFootball. So when you look at the squad, right, at least I'm looking at it on my phone. So obviously in goal, we have Manuel Neuer, Daniel Peretz, and Sven Ulreich, right? Now, when you look at the goalkeeping options, let's be honest, other than Manuel Neuer, there's Daniel Peretz, who you can try to rely on, but is it really guaranteed that he's going to play if Neuer gets injured? No. It's most likely going to be sponge hands Sven Ulreich. So what would I do? As much as people are not going to like it. To be honest, differences aside, I think Peretz should be playing over Ulreich. But the fact that Ulreich is not going to be... the fact that Ulreich is going to be taking a spot, you need to be looking at goalkeeper options, not just for the fact that, the options I just mentioned are whatever they are. It's also based on the fact that, unfortunately, Neuer will be retiring most likely in 2025. Or if not 2026, maybe he extends one more year. Who knows? But the thing is, Neuer's time is running thin. So, and who knows if he gets an ACL injury. So what I would recommend is get a goalkeeper similarly to a caliber of what we had with Jan Sommer. At least for now, because I know by the time, Neuer retires, we know that either that goalkeeper that I'm talking about that should come in would take his place, or you have Nubel, who's at Stuttgart on loan. He will be back and taking that spot. You know what I mean? So that's one thing to look at with goalkeepers. Now, in defense, we can go in different avenues. So now, obviously, Vincent Kompany, he's looking to play maybe three at the back, which I am not with, to be honest. But if, let's say, we do, you can have Ito. I know De Ligt is going to go, which he shouldn't really be going, but he will go. And if he does go, we should be, let's be honest, telling Man United 70 million or goodbye, but they want 50 million. I don't get why, but that's the case. In my opinion, it should be 70 million because De Ligt is still unbelievable. It's just that the injury record is making me lower the amount by 10 million compared to what we paid because of the injury. This is what it is. And the only reason they're letting him go is based on the fact of he's injured, injury prone, and wages, 15 million a year. That's all. That's really what it is. But listen, you could have a thing where if it's three in the back, you have Stanisic, you have Ito on the left side, and in the middle you can have. I wouldn't play Dyer, but people play Dyer. I would play Kim Min-jae, personally. I think Kim Min-jae should be the number one option at the back. Simple as. And obviously, the club's trying to go for Jonathan Tah. They need to pay up the money. I don't really think Jonathan Tah should be coming in to replace De Ligt. He should be coming in to replace Upamecano. I think Upamecano should be the one being sold. But personally, no matter what I say, don't matter. De Ligt is going to be the one leaving. It just is what it is, guys. There's nothing I can do. Another thing we need to address, now that we address the center back, the fullbacks. Alphonso Davies, that guy should be gone if he's not extending. It is what it is. I'm sick and tired of talking about it. But listen, it just is what it is. If you're gonna keep him, extend. If you're not gonna, keep him, then sell him now. But the club don't want to do that. Personally, the club is in the wrong in this case. And to be honest, I know it's about Bayern, but even Madrid not paying up the money. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're gonna be the one winning because let's be real, we are literally wanting to keep him and not extending. We should be forcing the sale, but we're not even doing that. So it's just like, what are we doing? Erbil, I appreciate the fact that he's doing his business the way he's doing his business, and I'm glad he's the one making the decisions. But at the same time, right, we also have to be real and say that some decisions that's being made are ballsy and risky. De Ligt, why is he being sacrificed? Mizraoui, who I'm gonna mention again, he wants to go. I get that, but again, risky move, not even relying on him. You know what I'm saying? All these and company, there's a lot of risky things going on, and this is why it's all a mystery. This is the reason why it's all a mystery, because of things like this. But again, with fullbacks, Davies, you have Rafael Guerrero who can go forward. He's not the best defensively, but can do a job going forward. He can even invert into midfield if he wants to. So that's an idea for Vincent Kompany. You could even play Stanisic left back if you wanted to. Obviously, if it's left back, not left wing back. Same with Ito, left back, not left wing back. If it's wing back, yeah, you can play Alphonso Davies or Rafael Guerrero. That's just an idea. For the right-hand side, either Stanisic as a right back, or you can play, if you want, right back or right wing back, depends. You can play Sacha Bowie. You know what I'm saying? That's an idea. But personally, it also depends if Kimmich is staying. Now, if Kimmich is going to be staying, then you play Kimmich by default at right back. But that would have to be him agreeing to play right back. And I'm pretty sure he wants to go because of the wages and the fact that he does not want to be a right back and he wants to be a midfielder. So if that's the case, you may as well let him go anyway. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that must be done. I can't believe I'm even saying this. As much as I appreciate Kimmich, if he is not willing to agree to the terms and conditions, then he may as well go. He's his own agent anyway. So if he goes wherever he goes and he wants to be DM, he'll be destroyed anyway wherever he goes. So it's him losing, not really us. We could lose as well, but Kimmich midfield. Yeah. But anyway, then we move on to the midfield. Now we got Palhinien. That's top. I'm even shocked that we even got him for the price that we got him for, to be honest. I was saying we should pay 60 million. We paid around 50 million. So that's a good job there. I would really like it if Palhinien and Pavlovic played next to each other. I don't want to see Goretzka in that midfield. I think Goretzka needs to either be gone, or if he stays, stay on the bench. Honestly, this guy cannot be touching that midfield position as a starter. I don't care. We have also Konrad Leimer. He can be a perfect bench rotated role for him. You know what I mean? He can play that rotation role if necessary in some games. But the thing is, we can't be starting guys like Goretzka and Leimer every single week. It can't be happening, because if we do that, they are both liabilities in moments. So that's something we have to keep in mind, as well as now we move on to the wings and the attacking midfield. I didn't want to put attacking midfield with the holding midfielder and 8-row, because those two are similar, and I think the attacking mid with the wings are part of the attacking positions. Now, in that regard, we were linked with, well, I was linked because I don't really think it was a link anymore, unless if the agent of his is so dumb, Simmons, Listen, that's out of the way now. He's going to go out, join RB Leipzig, his loss, you know what I mean? But we have to look at getting Doué. We need to look at getting Doué, right? But in order for that to happen, we need to start getting rid of players in these positions. Gnabry, time's up. I know he wants to stay, but he has to go, Black. He has to go. Just like Goretzka has to go as well. Gnabry has to go. Kingsley Coman, as much as I appreciate him, he's too injury prone. He must go as well. And we need to get Doué in, maybe get another attacking option in, or if not, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Because as much as a lot of people say Leroy Sané has to go, but I can see him. I know he's going to stay. And I know Arsenal are looking at him, but let's be honest, he's going to stay. If he leaves, good. If he stays, whatever. It's just one of those things for me. But one thing is, if Sané does not perform, Vincent Kompany, you better drop his ass. You better drop him, because if you don't drop him, you're getting criticized as well, if he keeps on not performing. I'm being honest. He just is. He just is. But Yeah, listen, I can see Zane staying even though he shouldn't. Um, Kingsley Coman should go, and I can see him going. Look, Gnabry, I'm not 100% sure because, yeah, he wants to stay, but again, will he eventually want to bounce? We will see. Time in due course, right? But my ideal 11, right? So, and obviously I have Harry Kane and Matisse Tell. Matisse Tell can be on the wing or in the striker, but I actually personally think we need to start considering him to become that backup striker. Nobody else should be that backup striker but Matisse Tell. You know what I mean? So basically, when Kane plays, you put Tell on the wing. So if Kane ever drops deep, you have Tell to compensate, or you basically play Tell whenever Kane doesn't play. That's how it should be. And obviously, you have Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller, I'm gonna be really honest. As much as I appreciate and I love Thomas Muller, one of my favorite players, I'm gonna be honest. That guy shouldn't be playing week in week out neither because I feel like now he's starting to become limited, and he's only become limited to the capabilities of him being able to play when we have the ball and we're putting all the guys in the box. I don't think he's that type of guy that's going to be able to play in tight spaces as much as, he used to. He's going to be that type of guy that needs to play while the opposition puts their, men behind the ball. That's, I think, how it's going to work if Thomas Muller plays. I don't think he's going to be able to do these little tricks here and there and all that stuff like he does hit once in a while. I don't think he's going to do it. So that's one thing we have to consider. And this is a message for company. Please tell Harry Kane to stay in the box more often. I'm sick and tired of this dropping deep, acting like a stick. We have Palhinha now. Palhinha can play the long balls. Pavlovic can play the long balls. Or they can transition from midfield to attack. We don't need Kane to do all this stuff. All we need is Kane maybe drop at the edge of the box area, link up with the attacking mids, the wingers if he needs to, then get into the box when the wingers have the ball or when the midfielders have the ball and they want to make a risky pass or cross to Harry Kane or long ball to Harry Kane. None of this dropping deep to the point where we're looking for Harry Kane and he's not even in the box. We can't be having this anymore. Seriously. So yeah, that's my message for Bayern, Herbal, and Fruin. But the thing is, right? We need to. I hate to say this. De Ligt, now that he wants to go, I want to keep him personally, but we have to unfortunately we have to let him go because the guy will not want to stay. If it was up to me, I'll try to win him over. But let's be honest, that's not how it works in football. When you don't want to be here, it's better to let him go. So let De Ligt go. Let Mizraoui go. And yeah, we have to find out who we can get, but it just is what it is, man. Such a shame that we're in this position. But yeah, listen. Before I go, I'm gonna try my best to make the most ideal lineup possible, just like I'll do in every other. And this is what I think should happen, not what I think company will do. Company, I feel like will go 3 in the back. But if this was up to me, this is what I would try to do. So I'm gonna share screen this. Now it should have been short, but unfortunately it's got a bit longer, which is fine. Hopefully you guys are entertained. If you have any thoughts, let me know what your thoughts are in the description below. But this is what I would do personally. So obviously in goal, Manuel Neuer. No two ways about it. Get out of here. All right, right back. Now let's say this is if Kimmich is to go. I know what's his name is more likely to start Stanisic. But I think we need to start Sacha Boey. If Company wants to be attacking as he says he is, I think Sacha Boey needs to be starting. We need to give him an opportunity. Left back, ideally, you could have Ito. So if Sacha Boey goes forward, that would then mean thingy. Ito can help in the defense with forms like a back 3, maybe. That's what the Company is trying to do. If that maybe, then it works. Although I cannot find... here. There you go, Ito. Although we know Davies is somewhat going to start, but if we're looking at this guy to be the attacking, and I'm going to put this guy here. You know what I mean? Then let's say I'm not the biggest fan of this signing if it's for De Ligt, but let's be honest, he probably will join. He probably will start. We'll put him there anyway. Although is he right-sided or left-sided? I think he is. Actually, let me move him around here. Wait 1 second. Let me move this, and I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna put here Kim Min J. Yeah. And then boom. It's gonna be longer than I thought, But yeah, Kim Min Jae here, Ta here. I think that's how it's gonna look like. And then what you do, and by the way, I'm not only doing this based on what I fully want, I'm also doing it based on what they're also thinking and what's best based on what they're thinking. So bear with me. If it was up to me, it's Delict and Kim and Jay, but Delict won't be here, so we have to move on. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Here, obviously, oops, we have Paulinia, and then we put him over there. And so he can be that role over here. And so if he pushes forward, he can also cover up as well. So we need to be attacking, but we also have to make sure we don't give away stupid transitions like we always do every year. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing here, right? Then what we do, I would put Olize there. No two ways about it. I would put Musiala over here. I know people say play in midfield, but or I have another idea. Musiala, but here we put Pavlo. Yeah, this guy. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't have a face image, but hey, sort that out, builder. You know what I mean? So you have him, and so this is what we could do, right? So what we could do now, I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna put. Now I know Zani will start, but ideally, if I can find his name, it should really be this guy if he does join. But I know Leroy Zane will start. So you can do this or something like this, you know what I mean? And they can basically interchange. You see what I mean? They can interchange. You get the whole gist. I'm just gonna put Dua here because he can play in the middle and in the wing, but they both can interchange. And then obviously you have Kane. Boom. And this would be my ideal 11. However, I do know that they're gonna do this. They're gonna. Is that how you remove play? Yeah. See. So what they're gonna do? All right. Is he gone now? Damn, this video is longer than I thought. But get on the promotion, man. All right. And they're gonna put this guy. So they're gonna do this. But then if that was to happen, Zani would have to start making proper decisions. But will he? This is what I don't know of, man. This is what I don't know of. You know what I mean? And by the way, it should be this way, a bit like that, and then like this. So yeah, this would be the lineup, guys. Although if it was up to me, this guy would be, Delict, and then that's pretty much it. I mean, and if Davies was to extend, maybe you do that, and then you put Stanisic here. But that's it, really. But you can't be having too much attack. And by the way, why is this there? You know what I mean? But you can't be having too much attacking threat because then you're going to expose yourself at the back. I mean, unless if maybe Palini would cover, cool. But at the end of the day, with Bayern, it's one of them things where we really need to be solid at the back while being an attacking side. We need to be organized because if we're not organized, then we're actually going to give transitions and we're going to cause ourselves even more trouble. The good thing is, though, we have Manuel Neuer, and Manuel Neuer is a goalkeeper and is still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I don't want to hear from anybody else. This guy was willing to save so many butts, right, to the point that it's not even funny. This guy, without him, would be conceding 5 goals every single week. So he deserves more respect even right now. But anyway, that's what I think Urban Fruin should be doing. This is what I also think Vincent Kompany should be lining up again, just to show you guys quickly, like that, with Neuer and go. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this series. I'm going to be doing more videos on other clubs in this series. So, again, hope you guys like it. Subscribe, press the alarm bell, like and comment, socials, TikTok, Instagram, X, And most importantly, Jamaat al-Khair, take care of yourself. Be happy, Sasa, wherever you may be. Now, I thought it was going to be short, but it turned out it's long because I have a lot of things to talk about when I say what must be done. But it just is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to bounce now. See you later.